This screencast is talking about the unit that I've created on substance abuse, and it's a blended learning unit. This is ideally for a high school health class, grades 11 through 12, and it should take approximately 8 days to complete this unit, based off the instructions that are being used here. Here, showing the title page. This is where the screencasts that were currently made will be located for people to read. And then it goes into the standards. When creating a health lesson, you want to make sure you're copying the health standards. We're deciding the basic structure and function of the human body system. We'll talk about how alcohol and different substances are impacted the body systems, the harmful effects of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs, which is our substance abuse. Responsible health behaviors demonstrate strategies to improve or maintain personal health. This will deal with refusal skills and ways for people to find why the legal drinking age is 21 years old. And identify the consequences associated with engaging in high-risk behaviors, which compromise health, such as smoking, violent behavior, or driving under the influence of alcohol and drugs. This will be dealt later on by talking with drug counselors and how the different treatment is available for different drug abuse. Then there's Common Core standards with literacy. So students will be using different literacy forms to find research based off of different treatment options and the history of certain drugs. And then we have the ISTE standards, and when we're incorporating technology, so communication and collaboration. Students will interact, collaborate, and publish with peers, experts, or others employing a variety of digital environments and media. And then standard 3, research and information fluency. So they're going to locate, organize, analyze, and this will be a lot of this done with their group members based off their research. We have our essential questions, what our unit description is, and then the prior knowledge students should have. So 5 different types of health, the human body system, experience working with Google Chrome and Google Drive. We do in our introduction, the first unit, the 5 different types of health, so students will all have a background in this. The human body system is also taught before this unit, so students will understand how the human body works. And then we're going to use Google Chrome and Google Drive. Each student has their own Google account, so students should be familiar using this in my class along with other classes. We have essential questions. How does substance abuse impact an individual's future? Talking about college and career ready. After high school, how would if someone's abusing drugs impact their future, whether it be college or getting a career? And then what options are available for addicts to help with substance abuse? So if someone is addicted, how can they get help and improve their life? Okay, why is this unit project-based learning? We have a lot of student-centered activity. Collaboration. Students are going to collaborate with their group members based off of the drug that they're assigned to with their group. Discover and apply. They're going to do some research and discover the different treatment for addicts depending on the drug that they've become addicted to. Teacher decision making. Okay, deciding what type of technology is going to be used. In this unit, we're going to use the computer lab. There's laptop carts, and also students have the ability to use their smartphones if they have it. 21st century using technology to help incorporate learning, but also getting them ready to become college and career ready again. So including how to do a review using technology, and also using Skype, and how Skype is going to be used in professional fields along with the classroom. Varied instruction models and strategies, real-world connection, why is this important, why are we learning about this, and then reflecting. Students are going to reflect, and this is going to be done with group members who they've worked with, and then also reflect on student performance. Here's a unit plan, breaking down each lesson, the objective for students, everyday start do they do now, and we have an assessment, whether it be a KWL chart, an exit slip, a response after an written response, or a video that has questions throughout. At the end, students will give a presentation. They'll do a peer review rubric and a group member evaluation, which we'll see later on. Okay, here we have our different tools that are going to be used. S'more, which is a flyer. This is going to take us to S'more. And we have our history of alcohol. This is one that I've made. Okay, and this is what a S'more would look like. It's an online flyer that's available. We have Educanon, which is a video. We have our Wordle, and a screencast explaining what we're going to do with Wordle. Kahoot!. And it's going to talk about the exit slip of Kahoot!. As we go on throughout this, we talk about professional development. How is this a professional development? So teachers and educators are going to learn why we use certain tools, not just what the tool is, but how it's being implemented. So the example of Kahoot!, the example of Wordle, and show exactly how these tools are used. Meeting the ISTE standards and the importance of using S'more and how this meets the standards. Equity and access, how are all students given availability to this? And when can students work on this? All right, personalizing instruction, diverse learners, how is this going to be made for each individual student? All right, Common Core, making sure that it's interdisciplinary, working on our literacy again, and how the different resources are used to meet these standards. All right, technology issues, going to get into using the computer lab, making sure students have access like we talked about before, and also making sure all our resources are available, such as computers, battery life on the laptops, and bringing, as we state here, for the Google Drive, I'm going to keep the flashcards of each student's password and ID so they can always sign in and they will not forget. Difference compared to traditional teaching, what is different about this unit? And how are we going to keep our environment safe? No matter what we do, we want to make sure students are safe and encourage their learning. This is what is going to be going on in this lesson. And then here at the end, we have the different rubrics that students will need to fill out. You have your peer review as they're listening to the groups, and then group evaluation. And they're going to evaluate each group member without putting their names. So it's an anonymous evaluation, but just to see how the group members work together. Thank you for listening to this, and I hope this unit is very informational and you can implement this in your health class as well.